Let's do it. Let's do a completely unplanned video. Any viewers of this video, which will be very, very few, you'll know, your regular viewers will know that I plan the videos, I research them and all that kind of stuff. Even the most recent one of these kind of videos that I did, which was the Christmas Day one, saying Merry Christmas to everyone out there, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays and all that. That was a little bit planned, I kind of worked out in advance what I wanted to say. This video, not planned at all. Right now it's 2 o'clock on the 31st of December's morning, so I haven't gone to bed yet, so it is technically speaking New Year's Eve, even though I haven't slept yet for it to begin New Year's Eve, if you know what I mean. And I was going to shoot 2 videos, which I will shoot. I'm going to shoot one about an Air Max 90 and then another video about 2 Blazers, but that's that's irrelevant to this video, but they're properly planned and everything. I was ready to do those videos, but then I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a New Year's Eve video and just talk to the camera without really thinking about it and without really planning it. So like I say, on Christmas, I did this video that I planned about the message I wanted to send to people. I wanted to say about, it was more like an affirmation, a positive message about the way I was thinking and my hopes and for the coming year and things like that. But this video, I just don't have a clue really what I'm going to say, which is kind of weird for me. And but I think I need to do this kind of thing. I think I need to be a bit more risky because it's a little bit too planned all the time at the channel. There's a bit too much research that goes into it, and sometimes you need to be a little bit more, I don't know, on the spot, spontaneous and that kind of stuff. So so here goes. This is my end of 2020, start of 2021 video for you guys out there. And as I said in the Christmas video, I'm expecting this video to get very few views. These are not the kind of videos that go viral, and I also don't monetize these kind of videos either. The sneaker content and stuff, that's monetized. I'm trying to make a quick buck off of the channel. That's part of the plan here. But these kind of videos, I don't know, it feels silly to monetize them when only like 20 people are going to view them. So this is me just sort of spitballing, rolling it out. I've got a lot of stuff going around in my head right now, and thinking about a lot of people out there who have supported the channel. I spent a lot of today catching up on comments and commenting on channels and places, and that reminds me, actually, I need to go to Camera Drone. I haven't been to his channel for a while and said hi to him for ages, but I did get to a couple of other channels that I really like to go to, which is Hike and Deep, and another one I forget, it's in Norwich in England. I've gone and forgotten what it's called. Apologies, 1,000 apologies for that, that's terrible. But this is why I should research the videos so I can have that stuff at my fingertips. Hopefully it will come back to me in the middle of this video. If not, maybe they'll be kind enough to drop a comment down below and say, oi, this is what our channel's called, you Burke. But yeah, just I was doing, I was catching up on comments and sending comments to people. I'm trying to send some more substantial comments because it's hard, to do more than just a how you doing, oh hey, good content today, that kind of thing, and oh thanks for your comment if you put something. It's hard to do more than that. But today I had a bit of time in my hands. A little girl was sleeping on the sofa and I was actually on my computer rather than on my phone, so I could churn out some higher quality content, and that got me thinking about the channel and about the new year, what 2020 has been and what 2021 will be. And for me, 2020 was all about, I don't know, it's all about being stuck. It seemed like everything in 2020 was stuck. There was just no progress was made on things. And there's quite a lot of stuff that I'm thinking about. And in my mind, I'm thinking about Brexit, for example. I'm British. And all through 2020, it just seemed to be this continuous cycle that didn't break. And it was just, it was grinding. And you think about the pandemic, just a continuous cycle with no way out. And even like American politics with, Trump and the Republicans and all that over in America, just seems like this continuous cycle. But it feels like 2021 might be when the changes that have been planned. I mean, Brexit's happened, they've signed off on it. The elections, in America was won by Biden. He's going to be the president in about 5 or 6 days' time. The pandemic, the vaccines are already starting to go out there. So these are all things that have been decided, all changes that have happened, but the effect of those changes hasn't actually come to pass yet. And I think 2021 is when we'll feel the effect of those changes. So the changes themselves have been signed off on, but the actual effect that they'll have on people and in people's lives, I think we'll feel throughout 2021. And I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic that there'll be positive things, that the vaccine will lead to a better and more stable society for everybody in every country around the world. That, you know, Joe Biden in the White House will bring us a bit more serenity and calm to American politics, and therefore, as an extension of that, global politics. And then Brexit, you know, even though it's been panned and hammered, I'm kind of optimistic that the British government will actually be able to make something of Brexit. I think, in my opinion, that a lot of business, and I'm thinking about stock market, and I'm also thinking about business, a lot of that has been stuck in this sort of holding pattern, and it didn't matter which way the deal went as long as something was decided, something concrete. And now that there's a concrete, clear vision of what's coming down the line and what's going forward, people will get on board with that, and you'll begin to see business and stock markets and house prices and things like that turn, you know, for the better. Even it doesn't matter what the deal is. Just the fact that there's a deal in place is enough to give people confidence and surety, you know, about what's coming down the line. And that yeah, I think that's what business needs. It just needs to know what's coming. It likes to know what's not. It likes stability, even if that stability is negative stability. At least it's stable. So so they're pretty big things, but you know, it's not just about the big things. It's also the small things. As you know, here I've got my 3-year-old girl, and of course my wife and my 2 dogs, myself is home life, but then there's work as well, and all of that's been pretty stable for the last 12 months. Nothing major going on. I'm grateful for that, because I know a lot of people's work and business hasn't been stable for the last 12 months, and people have been really struggling to work hand to mouth sort of thing. But it's been very, very stable. But maybe the new year will bring some interesting developments. Maybe the channel too will take off a little bit. This channel, one of the reasons why I started it in late 2018 was to coincide with the Olympics coming, but all of that's been delayed by 1 year. So the Olympics coming to town in summer 2021, the vaccine should come in time, and hopefully all of that will click into place. And so I'm hoping, I'm optimistic that 2021 will be exactly what I just said. It'll be the year when things click into place for a lot of stuff, not just for me personally on a small sort of like just me at home channel, my little world, my little family life, but also on a global scale, when we look at all the stuff going on from like the Olympics, the biggest sporting event in the world, oh, I nearly had it there. It's Beach something. That channel, I'm trying to remember. It's so terrible. It's like Beach Life 78 or something like that. Ooh, I hope I've got something like that right. But yeah, big things. The global stuff and the little stuff. I remember a friend of mine talking about making differences in the world on a micro level, and like macro stuff. It's hard to make huge differences and be a person who plays in the world sort of on a macro level. But micro stuff, you make small changes for your bit in the world, and if everybody's making those small changes, then that becomes a wave of change. So I'm going to focus in on my little world, my little corner of the world here, my tiny little corner of YouTube, my tiny little family, my tiny little job. It's just my small little micro life. But maybe if that's a positive thing, then that will join together with all the other positive micro lives out there, and together we'll make a positive wave for change come 2021. So guys, it's this will go up New Year's Eve. Most people will watch it New Year's Eve and then into New Year's Day. Most people being like the 20 or 30 views that it'll get. And I just want to send a message out there, just to say a message of hope, a message of optimism, a message of positivity, a message of just taking care of your own little corner of the world. And then if everybody does that together, then collectively we should move forward into a more positive, happy 2021. Healthy, happy. That's the call for 2021. So hopefully you guys are exactly that, healthy and happy out there, and you will continue to be. Happy New Year to everyone, just wherever you are in the world. I remember one of the pluses to the coronavirus back in March, when I was live every day doing like updates from Japan about the coronavirus, was so many people across the world were checking in with the channel, which I super appreciated. So wherever you guys are out there in the world checking out this content, truly appreciate it. Hope you're happy and healthy and safe. And hopefully 2021 will continue to be exactly that. For now though, time to sign off. But you know what I get to say at the end of every single video, because I do this every single day, is that you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.